You know, I can't believe here we are in the busy north side of Chicago and we have this veritable Eden here. It's so beautiful.
It is beautiful. You know, this used to just be sort of a nasty weed-strewn lot, and it was vacant for 10 years.
So this is the first year this has become a Victory Garden.
Yep.
Well, that is terrific. Now, this site is historic in that sense, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. This site and the block there and the block here were part of an original 1942 Victory Garden, and we have a picture of it from the butcher shop up the street. It's on their wall, and someone had taken it from that building over there, and you see the whole Victory Garden from here all the way down the block.
It's just fantastic. Now, back then, I guess this was just open land.
Yeah, there's a lot more open land in Chicago back then.
So, Lamanda, I haven't done the math, but it looks like there are well over 100 of these plots out here.
Yeah, there's 160.
Tell me about the people that decided they wanted to garden here. Were they long-term or long-time gardeners?
No, as a matter of fact, we have a lot of people that had never gardened before. You know, in World War II, 90% of the Chicago Victory Gardeners had never gardened before.
I've read that before.
So we wanted to invite people that had never gardened. So we had a lot of people that had never held a seed before. We had to have classes for them, but now they're all gardeners.
That is fantastic. And how many of them, because it's a neighborhood effort,
yeah.
How many of them, do they know one another?
You know, you'd be surprised. We had an information meeting right at the beginning, and people had lived next door to each other for a decade and didn't know each other.
As a result of this, you have, how many participants?
We think it's probably around 400 people with the families and the volunteers.
Sure, yeah.
And so those are the people that actually would come to the garden, but then we've got lots of supporters in different places.
Well, you've created quite a stir here.
A little kerfluffle, yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Of course, this idea of victory gardens in neighborhoods isn't new, but I have to say, I mean, it's pretty exciting that you took this plot and just this year have seen this level of success. What do you think made it so successful, Amanda?
The support that we got from the aldermen here in the ward was good.
Okay.
The support from the people that own the lot. We use social media to reach out to people.
So you got the word out.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then we had a plan. You know, we'd already looked at how we wanted it designed and where the water would go and how we wanted to garden. And since we knew we had to teach people,
yes,
we picked square foot gardening because it was the easiest way to do.
Right. And these plots are what dimension?
They're 6 by 4.
6 by 4 each. Very good.
You need to get a team of people to support you. Like right away, we had a bunch of really smart people step up to help with marketing and communications and all that.
The alpha gardeners.
The alpha gardeners, yes. They're all passionate gardeners too.
What about fundraising? I mean, there's some money that's been spent here. I can see there's mulch, there's timber, there's soil.
Right. We charged a fee. We charged $45 for each of the beds, and that helped pay for the cost of the wood.
Excellent.
And the supplies and the compost, organic compost and all that. We've had a couple fundraisers. You know, we need to build a deck over there and a shed and stuff like that. So ancillary money. And we have fun events where people like to show up and give us dollars, so that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that you said that I thought was very interesting is that a lot of the people didn't know how to garden when they started here. So is there an educational component here?
Yes, well, we wanted to welcome novice gardeners. You know, we wanted to teach people how to do it, and so the
first-time seed holders.
That's exactly right, exactly right. So we chose a method that would be easy. You know, we chose that all the beds would be the same size, and then we had classes. You know, had a very rainy spring here, so we'd all gather under the tent. We had a little pan of dirt. We'd hand out seeds. You know, here's a big seed, here's a small seed. Everybody would practice planting their seeds.
Practice
you know,
makes perfect.
Absolutely. And then every Saturday we'd come and say, okay, today we're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about that, and we'd work on we had some tomato issues, so we'd work on someone's bed and people would get to watch, and then, you know, we taught the children the proper way to water, and they became our watering ambassadors.
Very good.
So you'll see them, well, not so much now because everybody's trained, but at the beginning they'd be like, you're not doing that right, let me show you. So
that's great.
That worked out really well. So everybody had their job to do.
Very good. Well, I've noticed some signs where people put a sign who may be on vacation, hey, water my garden, I'm going to be away till whenever.
Yeah, the neighborhoody part has been really great. There's some people that come out and look for signs. That's sort of their public service, and they water people's plots.
So they walk around and see where there might be some need. Well, it's wonderful. You've created a beautiful sense of community here. Congratulations.
Thank you. We've had a lot of fun.